Tonight we are getting our very first look at nationwide polls taken entirely after the first presidential debate. They show that Hillary Clinton has gained some ground on Donald Trump. In a two-way matchup, she's now at 49% to his 44%. Earlier this month, he was ahead of her. What's more, the polls show this fight is really a battle of the sexes, with Mrs. Clinton enjoying a 23-point advantage over Mr. Trump with women voters. He's doing 17 points better when it comes to the men. And when it comes to what's motivating voters this year, 57% say fear. Fear that the other candidate might win is behind their choice. Just 39% say it's enthusiasm for their candidate. Chris Stirewalt is our Fox News digital politics editor. Howard Kurtz is host of MediaBuzz on Fox News. Okay, so the random sampling polls, you know, the sort of official polls, say that Hillary Clinton won that debate. So good for her, right? She did what she needed to do. However, Mitt Romney killed President Obama in the first debate back in 2012, Stirewalt. And so you tell me whether he got this similar kind of polling bounce thereafter and just how hopeful Hillary Clinton should be feeling tonight.
Well, there's a little bit more spring in her step in the head-to-head matchup than there was for Romney. But you are exactly right that not only did Mitt Romney get boffo debate reviews back in 2012 and end up limping home, but also famous names like Walter Mondale, John Kerry, and others won the first debate. So the first debates aren't necessarily predictive, but, of course, in politics, you'd always rather win than lose.
Right. She doesn't want to get too cocky. And the thing is, Howie, of course, Trump, as we've seen from the beginning, his biggest impediment toward maintaining any momentum he gets going is himself and his thumbs at like 3 in the morning and 5 in the morning as he continues to, you know, fight these just petty battles that he doesn't need to be fighting.
I've been thinking about it all day, not since 3 a.m., but for many hours, and I can't understand what Trump thinks he's getting out of 3 a.m. tweet attacks on a former Miss Universe that nobody had ever heard of. When you look at this poll, look, none of us are shocked that Hillary got a small bump since she did better in that debate by most people's estimation, but there's one number there that really jumped out at me. 67% in this Fox News survey say she has the temperament to be president. 37% say Donald Trump has the temperament to be president. That's something that Trump has to find a way to change, but you're right. The pundits are all saying, oh, this was such a complete and utter disaster, this debate for Donald Trump. The race is still tight. Much of the country disagrees. He,
you know, on the fight with the Miss Universe, Chris, he could have come out and said, look, I was running the Miss Universe pageant. I wasn't running for president, right? I was a colorful character. You know this about me. I kind of still am. I don't speak the Queen's English. I haven't always said the perfect stuff. But in the midst of saying all this bad stuff about her, I said some other stuff that was kind of nice. You know, she could have been fired. I talked about how I, too, like to eat. Like, if you're going to get hung up on one person, maybe it shouldn't be this person. But he can't let it go.
5 days. 5 days. This campaign has wasted on this issue because it is one that you know the press is going to go for. It's got sex, it's got obesity, it's got Donald Trump. It's a whole segment of The View all in just one whole story. And so here you have all of this catnip that the press is not going to be able to resist. And Trump, even this morning, is like, oh, it's almost over. One more day. I'm going to do it one more time. Remember the rule. You can be right or you can be happy, but usually not both.
Yes, because when Hollywood is trying to titillate us into going to see a movie, that's what they say. It's got obesity.
And fatness. Yeah.
I'll be there. Howie, just another word on these polls. So she did get a big bump as a result of that, that debate. And the two-way race between them now, according to the four-way race, is 43 Clinton, 40 Trump. But that's within the margin of error. And early September, she had 1 point over him, 41-40. So why the freak out in all these corners? Like, she's got it, she's winning now, and he's losing.
Are we done talking about the sex tape? That's not a sex tape? Okay, I'll move on.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, so today he said that she was in a sex tape, and apparently she wasn't in a sex tape, but she was on she was on some reality show where she made you believe she was doing something in the bedroom. Then it came out that Trump made some cameo in a soft porn show. Yeah, I don't know. I guess he broke a bottle of champagne over something. He didn't do anything. But this is our presidential race.
Okay. But you asked about the
My head
freak out, and
hurts.
here it is. Trump had a very good September. He stuck to the script. He gained ground. Hillary Clinton was losing. Then comes the debate. You know, people can debate about why he didn't do as well, the opportunities he let go, and all of that. And so now the media is saying, well, it's over because we're bipolar. You know, she's winning, she's losing. No, now she's going to win. This race is not over.
It's true. And with all due respect, the most bipolar of all has been Nate Silver, who was such a rock star in 2012. And then then we got here. I was like, oh, Nate Silver says this. Oh no, he says exactly the opposite. Oh, he's back to this. Oh, he's exactly the opposite. My head hurts, Nate. It hurt. My head hurts. I gotta go.
Bye.
He's super smart, but he made some mistakes. Great to see you both.